students, good morning to one and all. In the previous video, we have seen what are quadratic equations and how to find a solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. And I hope you must have solved the sums of exercise 4.1 and 4.2 remaining sums with the examples of the solved examples in previous video. Now let's see in this video one more method of finding solutions of quadratic equation and that method is by completing the squares. Now let me tell you about this method. This method, completing the square, is omitted in board exam from this year. But this method, as for sake of knowledge, you should know, as well as this method. From this method, you will come to know how to find the quadratic formula. So this method is important to know how to get the quadratic formula. So let's start that how to find a solution of quadratic equations by completing the squares. Before we write the sums, we will see a square. When we say square, we have in our mind a square, figure square. So now if we have been given like x square plus 4x, this quadratic polynomial is given. Now how we represent this in a pictorial form or a figure form? So here from this x square, suppose we have here x square, x. So here we get x square. Now how to represent this? 4x. So here we have x and suppose this is 4 and then we get this as a rectangle like here 4 and write it here x, and then we get this as a rectangle 4x, area of rectangle 4x. Now this can be represented in another form, like if you divide this 4x rectangle into two equal parts, then we have here 2 and here 2. So what is the area? This area then? This is 2x. And then this area we will cut from here and we will join it here. So what we have here now? This is similar to 2x. So even this much representation gives us, this represents this polynomial x square plus 4x by cutting this. Now if you see this whole thing, this x square plus 2x plus 2x, it is not a complete square. How it will be completed? If you join this smaller square which has 2, it means the smaller square which is having the area 2 square. If you join this smaller square, then it will be a complete square, right? So it will be a complete square, but it means it's addition to this polynomial which we don't want. We want to represent only this polynomial through this pictorial. So what we do? We are subtracting this smaller square from it. So a smaller square which has area 2 square pictorial form, if we have this complete square, how it will be? X plus 2 whole bracket square, because this x plus 2, this x plus 2, this x plus 2, this whole will give us complete square. And let me remove this because already we have added this rectangle to other side. So this whole thing gives us complete square. But here we have added this extra square which we are subtracting from it. So how to represent that, or how to express that in expression? That x plus 2 whole bracket square minus 2 square. And see that whether you are getting, after solving this, whether you are getting this same quadratic polynomial or not. Let's solve this. So here we have x square plus 2x plus 4 minus 2 square is 4. So this gives us same expression. Sorry, here we have 4x. So this gives us same expression like this. So this is known as completing square, finding the solution by completing square. Now let's take one more example. Here, suppose we have here 5x. So how to solve this? X square plus 5x. Again the same method. We have this x square as a complete square. This x square as a complete square. And how we will write for this 5x? So that will be, this is, suppose we have 5 here, 5 here, and this is x, so it gives us 5x. Now, if you divide this rectangle into 2 equal parts, what we get this as? We get this as 5 upon 2. And this remaining as 5 upon 2. So this rectangle will have the area 5 upon 2x. This area will be 5 upon 2x. Now if you remove this area, if you remove this rectangle and join it here, so still we get the same thing, same representation or same polynomial. Here it is 5 upon 2x, here we have x. Now but here our square is not completed. How it will be completed? If you are adding this smaller square to it, and this smaller square has the area, or each side is 5 upon 2, 5 upon 2, 5 upon 2 and 5 upon 2. So after this, then it is whole complete square. But for making it complete square, what we have added this? We have added this 5 upon 2 square extra. So we have to subtract this square, which is 5 upon 2, 5 upon 2, 5 upon 2, 5 upon 2. It means 5 upon 2 whole square. That we need to subtract. So how we write that then? We write it as x plus 5 upon 2 whole square, which is the representing this whole square, minus 5 upon 2 whole square. Now if you solve this, we will get the same expression or same quadratic polynomial. Let's solve this. X square plus 2 into x into 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square minus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square. So now if you see plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square and minus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square, that gets cancelled here itself. And what we have here, 2 ones are 2. So finally we get here x square plus 5x. Is it not equal to this x square plus 5x? This is how we have used this we have used this method of completing squares to represent this quadratic polynomial. If in this quadratic polynomial, if we add or if we write minus 6 and if we change this into quadratic equation, that x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Then how we are using this method, that completing the square method, to find a solution of this quadratic equation? You know that till here our representation is this, right? So it is similar to this, whatever is this, but now we have extra this minus 6. So we are adding this extra minus 6 is equal to 0. Now you know that this is a complete square. But now we are solving this. So what we have? Here we have x plus 5 upon 2 complete square as it is. And then minus what we have here, 25 upon 4 minus 6 upon 1 is equal to 0. So that gives us x plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square. Now you solve this by taking 4 as LCM. What we get here? That is minus 25 minus 24. Now here change this and then we will have here this thing 4. So finally we get here as x plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square and then minus this minus sign, minus 49 upon 4 is equal to 0. I hope you have understood how we get here minus 49, plus sign changed and it becomes here 9 minus 49 upon 4. Now if we transpose this to other side, or if, so what we have here, x plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square is equal to 49 upon 4. Now this 49 upon 4 is nothing but x plus 5 upon 2 whole bracket square is equal to 7 upon 2 whole bracket square. Now here it's not only 7 upon 2, positive 7 upon 2 whole bracket square when you are finding out the square root of this. So just removing the squares, what we get here, that is x plus 5 upon 2 is equal to 7 upon 2, but it's not 7 upon 2 only, it is plus or minus 7 upon 2. Plus or minus 7 upon 2. How plus or minus 7 upon 2? You know that 4 is equal to a square of 2, but 4 we get as 2 square, or it will be minus 2 square as well. And that means 4 is a square of plus or minus, or square root of 4 is plus 2 or minus 2. So similarly here, this square root of 49 upon 2 is plus 7 upon 2 or minus 7 upon 2. So how we get the roots of this? So I am solving it here. The roots of this. So x plus 5 upon 2. Suppose we have here plus 7 upon 2. Then that gives us x is equal to 7 upon 2. Transposing this, we get here minus 5 upon 2. And then it is 2 upon 2, which is 1. And if we have x plus 5 upon 2 is equal to minus 7 upon 2, then we have here x is equal to minus 7 upon 2 minus 5 upon 2, which is minus 12 upon 2, which is minus 6. So this is how the roots of this polynomial are 1 and minus 6. And this we get by using the completing squares method. So this is how we will solve few more examples for better understanding, and every time we are not able to show this or represent this by pictorial form. So I am solving, so you will understand it how to solve and complete the square instead of showing this way. Now the first example, find the roots of quadratic equations by method of completing the square. Now you may have a doubt in your mind that this method is not there, completely omitted from board, but this method is, again I am telling you, is useful to find out the quadratic formula. Now here see the quadratic equation is 2x squared plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now if you see, the coefficient of x squared is other than 1, it is 2, and we want x squared coefficient 1 only. So we have to remove this or we have to cancel this. How we cancel it? By dividing the whole quadratic equation by 2, as 2 is the coefficient of x squared. So what we get over here, x squared plus x upon 2 minus 4 upon 2, that gives us 2 is equal to 0 upon 2 is 0. I hope you have understood this. That whole quadratic equation we have divided by 2. So 2 is cancelled here, here it is done, and here we get minus 2. This is the first thing we have to do, because we have to remove the coefficient other than 1 of x squared. Now what we get here? The coefficient we get as 1 upon 2. Then it means the coefficient of x is 1 upon 2. And that is our complete square. But as we have added this, now what we have here in the x term, in the middle term, that coefficient is half. So find out half of half. Instead of showing the pictograph, here I show you how to get. So when we get this number or this term as 1/4, we are completing the square like x plus 1 upon 4 whole bracket square minus 1/4 we have found, that is 1/4 whole square. So all this, whole this gives us this expression, or till here we get. But what about minus 2? We have to write that minus 2 as it is. So now, this is a complete square, but now we are solving this. So here we are writing this as it is, minus 1 upon 16 minus 2 upon 1. Now, if you remove minus sign from both the terms, we get here as x plus 1 upon 4 whole bracket square minus in bracket 1 upon 16 plus 2 upon 1, and that we get as x plus 1 upon 4 whole bracket square minus we get this as 33 upon 4. 16 twos are 32 plus 1, sorry, not upon 4, it is 16 is equal to 0. Now we are transposing this term to that side. So x plus 1 upon 4 whole bracket square is equal to 33 upon 16. Now, if we remove the square, so what we get here? X plus 1 upon 4 is equal to plus or minus, put this whole thing into root sign, which gives us plus or minus root 33 upon 4. And now we will see the roots of this. That if we have x plus 4 1 upon 4 is equal to plus 33 upon 4, so that gives us x is equal to 33 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, which is equal to 33 minus 1 upon 4. Now, if we have x plus 4 is equal to minus 33 upon 4, so which gives us x is equal to minus root 33 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, and that gives us minus 33 minus 1 upon 4. And these are the roots of this quadratic polynomial by completing the square set. Thus the roots we write as minus 1 plus square root 33 upon 4, or minus 1 minus square root 33 upon 4. Let's see one more example. Now in second example, they have given the quadratic equation 2 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3. This is the example taken from exercise 4.3 question number 1-4. The previous was example 3 of exercise 4.3. Now if you observe, this is the perfect square. So if perfect square, it is a perfect square of 2x square. So if you split this term in such a way that 2 into 2x into root 3. So we get the same thing as 4 root 3x. 2 2s are 4 root 3x. It means the next term is root 3. So here 3 we can express as root 3 whole square. So it is already this given LHS is in the form of perfect square of 2x plus root 3 whole square. Here is equal to 0, equal to 0. So it means 2x plus root 3 is equal to 0, or 2x plus root 3 is equal to 0. So here we get 2x is equal to minus root 3, x is equal to minus root 3 upon 2, or same way 2x is equal to minus root 3, so x is equal to minus root 3 upon 2. So these are the roots of this equation. So we can solve this when we have x square's coefficient is a perfect square number. So we can match it with this way, and we can solve this way as well by completing square method. So when we use this square method, completing square method in general form, what we get here, so we have here as the standard form of quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Now by dividing this, by dividing the equation by a, we get, as I have told you, that x square, if that coefficient of x square is not a perfect square, we are dividing this so that we will get perfect x square here. So we get what? We get here the form like x square plus b upon ax plus c upon a is equal to 0. Now if you remember in the previous first example, I had told you whatever is the coefficient of x, make half of it. So what we get half of it, that is, we get it as b upon 2a. Now when we get this term as b upon 2a, we are writing this expression as x plus b upon 2a whole square minus b upon 2a whole square. So these two terms we are expressing in this form. If you remember, we have solved this way. Plus c upon a as it is equal to 0. Now what next? This is a complete square now. So we are solving this. And now for solving this, what we have? X plus b upon 2a whole square minus, remove it. So here we will write it here as minus. If we remove it, what we have here? B square upon 4a square minus c upon a. How we get it? If you remove the minus sign here, then this, for getting this plus sign, this sign should be minus. And then solve this bracket. So what we get by solving this bracket? That x plus b upon 2a whole bracket square minus, here we have a, find the LCM of this, that gives us b square minus 4ac upon 4a square is equal to 0. Now transpose this whole to other side of equation, that gives us x plus b upon 2a whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Now, if you remove the square of it, what we have? We have here x plus b upon 2a square root of this whole bracket square is equal to plus or minus, put this in square, that gives us b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Now which all that terms are in perfect square, those will come out of bracket, out of root sign, and then finally we get here as x plus b upon 2a is equal to plus or minus b square will become as it is, but this whole thing will come out of bracket, out of root sign, and it will be upon 2a. And then we are solving this to find the value of x. So I am showing it here. So x plus b upon 2a is equal to plus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that gives us x is equal to b square minus 4ac upon 2a. We are writing it once, or I'll show you here clearly, minus b upon 2a. So it gives us as minus b plus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And if we have x plus b upon 2a is equal to minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, then it gives us x is equal to minus square under square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a minus b upon 2a. So that gives us minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So here we get the roots of quadratic equation by coefficients like this, and these are nothing but quadratic formula we know as quadratic formula. So let me write this here again. So roots are here, minus b plus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and the other one is minus b minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. These are the roots we get, and these roots are nothing but we known as quadratic formula to find the roots of any given quadratic equation by comparing it with the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now in this example we are going to see that find the roots of this quadratic equation by quadratic formula. So first of all, this we are finding the LCM of this, that gives us x minus 7 upon minus cross multiplication. Okay, so we are doing the cross multiplication. Finally we get here x plus 4 at denominator in one bracket, x minus 7 in other bracket, which is equal to 11 upon 30. Now what next? Bring this to other side. So we have here x minus 7 minus x minus 4. Let's solve this here so that the product of these two factors will give us, linear factors will give us x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 11 upon 30. Cross multiply, that gives us, first cancel this, x minus x gives 0. So minus 11. Minus 7 plus minus 4 gives us minus 11 upon x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 11 upon 30. Again cross multiply this. That gives us minus 11 upon 30 is equal to 11 in bracket x square minus 3x minus 28. Now bring this 11 which is multiple to this whole bracket to other side, so it will be divided. Multiplied will get divided over here, and we get here finally this quadratic RHS which is in quadratic form here. So here we get ones up, and that gives us minus 30 is equal to x square minus 3x minus 28. Now if you bring this 30 to this side, that gives us the quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 28. This plus 30, if it goes, it becomes plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is how we get the quadratic equation first. Now here, if you compare the quadratic equation with the standard form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then here our a is 1, b is minus 3 and c is 2. Now you know how to find the roots using the quadratic formula, and that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So we are substituting the values of a, b, c, and that gives us here x is equal to, what is b? That is minus 3. So minus of minus 3 plus or minus under square root, it is minus 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 1 into c is 2 upon 2 into 1. So it means x will be 3 plus or minus 9 minus 8 upon 2. So here x will be 3 plus or minus square root 1 upon 2, which is nothing but 3 plus or minus 1 upon 2. So x will be either 3 plus 1 upon 2 or x will be 3 minus 1 upon 2. So this gives us x will be 3 plus 1 4 upon 2, that is 2, or 3 minus 1 2 upon 2 is 1. So the roots here are 2 and 1 by using the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus under square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now let's see the second example. A train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of train. So it is similar to the previous sum we have solved in the previous video. Let's start the solution here. Now let the uniform speed be x. Now you know the relation of speed, distance and time. So here with the speed x, uniform speed x, train travels 360 km, and that's why time 1 will be 360 upon x. Now if the speed is decreased if the speed is increased 5 km per hour, then the time taken is 1 hour less. So it is 1 hour less from time 1. But what is the speed over here? What is the speed here? That is x plus 5. So here we have the equation. What T1 is 360 upon x. Minus 1 is equal to 360 upon x plus 5. Now if you transpose this here, we get 360 upon x minus 360 upon x plus 5 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now find out the LCM. So that gives us 360 cross multiplication, 360 into x plus 5 cross multiplying with this minus 360 into x. Now here it is minus 1 upon 1. So whatever the LCM we get, that is x into x plus 5. That will be x into x plus 5 is equal to 0. So by simplifying this, we get 360x plus minus 360x minus x square plus 5x. Keep this in bracket because outside the bracket there is minus sign. First we are going to simplify this as x square plus 5x. Now multiplying both the sides by x square minus plus 5x, we get the final thing as 360. That gets cancelled with this 360 and my x 360x minus 360x. What remained? 1800 minus x square minus 5x is equal to 0. Because when you are multiplying this to other side, it becomes 0 only. So now we will change the sign of this. So that gives us, if you are multiplying both the sides by minus 1, it gives us minus 1800 plus x square plus 5x is equal to 0. Because whatever is multiplied by 0 divided by 0 gives us 0. So this is how we get the quadratic equation as x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. Now here if you compare this quadratic equation with the standard form, here we get A as equal to 1, B as 5 and C as 1800. So here instead of using the quadratic formula to find the roots, we can use the factorization method to find the roots of this quadratic equation. We are using the factorization method. So first of all, we will find the factors of this which should give the sum as plus 5. So minus 1800, the factors of this are 45 and 40. Sign of middle term is plus, so greater factor will get plus sign, this factor will get minus sign. So by factorization method, what we have, x square plus 45x minus 40x minus 1800 is equal to 0. That gives us x into x plus 45 minus 40 into x plus 45 is equal to 0. So the factors in linear form we get as x plus 45 in other bracket x minus 45. So that gives us x plus 45 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 45, or x minus 40 is equal to 0. That gives us x is equal to 40. Now you know that speed cannot be minus negative. So our required root is 40. So hence we can say as hence the speed is 40 kilometer per